This is how I finally lost my belly fat and got visible abs while working over 50 hours a week, sitting behind a desk most of the day, with a wife and 2 kids, and still having a social life. For years, I wanted that lean, athletic look, but with work and responsibilities, it felt like I could never get it. And every time I thought about trying to get that type of body and trying to get in better shape, it seemed like it was mainly meant for those other people. The people that don't have a lot of responsibilities and they can work out 6 days a week and they only have to worry about tracking their foods for the day. Until one day I remember staring at my sons and thinking that I wanted to have energy for them. I wanted to be the kind of dad that they would be proud of and they would admire. But I couldn't find that balance between my fitness goals until one day I realized that my belly was bigger than what it should have been and I didn't look or feel my best. But deep down, I didn't want to have to overhaul my entire life to get those results. I didn't want to have to be in the gym 6 days a week because I have other things to worry about as well. I wanted some results that were going to fit my lifestyle, and I eventually learned how to make fitness fit my lifestyle. And once I figured that out, things changed forever. And here's exactly how I did it. So first, I want to debunk something. You don't need to be in the gym 6 or 7 days a week. You don't need to do 90 and 2-hour workouts to get great results. But the truth is that you can make great progress just working out 3 days a week, as long as you're consistent and you have a smart plan of how you're going to use those 3 days. So I stopped trying to work out 5 and 6 days a week, and I switched to 3 short and manageable workouts 3 days a week. I focus on the basic compound movements. I will add in a few isolation movements at the end of those workouts after I got done with all of my compound movements. And these isolation movements were really just to focus on areas that I wanted to improve. So it might have been my arms, shoulders, or something like that. It just depended on what my goal was at the time. Either way, it was nothing crazy and it didn't take me all day to finish this workout. So why compound movements? Because compound movements give you the best bang for your buck. You're using multiple muscles at the same time to do these exercises, so that helps to cut your workout routine down in half. And this is where the bulk of your strength and your gains are going to come from anyway, from compound movements. Like squats hit your legs and your core and some of your back. Presses, whether it be shoulder press or chest press, are going to work most of your upper body muscles, including your triceps and your arms. There's nothing that can replace doing compound movements. But the biggest game changer, unsurprisingly, wasn't even the workouts. It was how I approached my nutrition. Now, before you think, oh, here we go again, talking about a diet, here comes a speech about chicken and broccoli, I got to stop you there. Because 1, I don't like broccoli, and 2, I don't like bland chicken. That's definitely not what I did. Plus, life is too short to be eating food that you hate. I actually didn't follow a super strict diet. I didn't cut my carbs. I didn't give up pizza night with my family, but I did have a plan. When I actually applied that plan and I was consistent with that plan with my nutrition, my body started to change in ways that I didn't even think were possible. Instead, I stopped labeling foods as good or bad. I stopped thinking that eating a cookie was going to ruin my progress, or having a drink during a special occasion was just going to completely derail me. But I did start focusing the majority of my diet on whole foods. So things like lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, complex carbs. But I left some room every day for those treats that I actually enjoyed. Not the sugar-free version, not the protein version, the actual treat that I wanted to enjoy. I left room for that every single day. So that not only helped my results to help me to be more consistent, but it also changed how I approach food and how I thought about food. Now, another thing that helped me during this process was cooking more meals at home. Before, I would do whatever was convenient. If I had a long day, I would get takeout, I would go get fast food because it was easy and it didn't take a lot of time. But honestly, that's what kept me stuck for a long time. The thing is that the more that you eat out, the more that you're putting your nutrition and your health goals in somebody else's hands. Restaurants do not care about your fitness goals. The only thing that they care about is serving good food so they get good reviews and you come back and you recommend other people come back so they can continue to grow their business. But the way that they make the food taste so good is with sodium and oil. 2 things that are gonna bump your calories up and make you feel bloated. So if you have specific fitness goals that you want to accomplish, you have to reduce the amount of foods that you're eating out. And you want to make sure you know exactly what's in the food so you can be confident that you're gonna hit your goals. So when it came to cooking these meals at home, I simplified everything. I wanted to make sure that what I made was just gonna hit my calories and my protein target. Carbs and fats, that can be adjusted depending on your work schedule, your energy demands. But I knew that as long as I hit my calories and my protein, that I was gonna be good. So the way that I did this, I would choose 3 to 5 meals for my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner. And I would rotate these. Now the way that I would rotate them, once I knew what I wanted to eat, I would weigh my foods out, get the calories and nutritional information, and I will log it in MyFitnessPal as a meal. Now I will rotate these meals and mix and match throughout the week so I didn't get bored, but at the same time I didn't have to go and look up new recipes and look up nutritional information for everything that I wanted to eat. So having these meals that was simple and easy for me to replicate and easy for me to make made this so easy because I didn't have to think so much about what to eat and when to eat. So for breakfast, for example, this could be something so simple as a protein shake with oats, with eggs, half an avocado, and turkey bacon. This takes literally less than 10 minutes to make, and this kept me full throughout the rest of the morning. For lunch, I would typically eat some type of meat like ground turkey or chicken with a side of beans and veggies and maybe some sweet potatoes. All are very quick things to make. Now, these aren't the type of meals that you're gonna post on social media and get a whole bunch of likes and people saying how great they are, but you don't have time for that, because I know I didn't have time for that. I needed something that was gonna be simple and easy and that was gonna help me get towards my goals. Now, the biggest thing that most people struggle with, because I struggle with it as well, is when things get chaotic, how to stick to your plan. You got work stress, you got bills, spouse, other responsibilities, and you still wanna have a social life. So how do you manage all of that and your fitness goals at the same time? And that's why I had to learn how to change my mindset. That all-in approach, that all or nothing, is not gonna work, because it makes you feel guilty when things don't go according to plan. I knew that me going to the gym, doing my workouts and eating right had to come from a place of internal motivation and internal discipline, and not from me feeling guilty or feeling bad because I messed up previously. It had to come from a place of me knowing that me sticking to this plan was gonna get me to where I wanted to be, which was to have more energy, to be strong, to be healthy for my kids and my family. So I had to stop beating myself up anytime I fell off, or anytime I got off track with my nutrition, or I missed a workout. I had to stop beating myself up. Before, if I missed a workout or I had too much fun on the weekends, I would feel like I messed up so bad, and I would try to start over again the next week and, go into that week feeling guilty and ashamed, and it just wasn't getting me anywhere. And that type of mindset is gonna make you quit before you get to make any real progress on anything. These days, I just get back onto my plan, whatever happens. If I have too much fun on the weekend, it's all good. I'll just get back onto it. I'm not starting over. I get back into it. If I miss a workout for whatever reason, it's all good. I'll make it up the next day. But there's no guilt involved with this, because life happens. So I changed my goal from all or nothing, all in, no mistakes, to just being consistent. You have to have flexibility within your schedule, which means you're gonna have to have flexibility with yourself if things get off track. And this thing might surprise you, but getting in better shape did more for me mentally and confidence-wise, outside of just how I look and feel at the beach. It started to change how I showed up in other parts of my life. I started to have more discipline and more focus on other things not even related to fitness. I had more energy to play with my kids after work. I wasn't exhausted by dinner. I could be there for my wife, and I wasn't just a zombie on the couch, tired and exhausted because I wasn't taking care of myself. I felt proud of what I accomplished, because before I thought I couldn't do it with all the things that I had on my plate. But once I realized that I could do it by working smarter, that changed how I approach other challenges in my life as well. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't have abs 24/7, 365 days in a year. There are times throughout the year where being super lean is just not important to me, especially in the wintertime, because what matters to me more is me knowing that I can stay consistent, that I've learned the skills needed to get to where I want to be. I like to enjoy desserts. I like to go out to eat, but at the same time, I keep myself within striking distance. So what does that mean? If I get to a point to where I'm super lean, abs, I don't want to stay there throughout the entire year, because there will be holidays, there'll be times where things come up, but I don't want to get too far away from that state where I have to start the cycle again to get back to that lean state. I just want to be close enough to where when I want to buckle down and get to that point again, I can do it easily. And I recommend the same to you. Once you get to your goal weight and you get happy with how you look and how you feel, keep yourself within a range. Don't try to stick to that same point forever, because it's going to be difficult for you. Eventually, you're going to get tired of it, and you're going to want to start enjoying more food and doing different things. So keep yourself within a tight range, so once you feel like you have a wedding coming up or an event or something like that, you've learned the skills that you need to get lean again, and it's not that difficult for you. This is real life. I'm not out here trying to take pictures with my shirt off as a full-time job. I have a life, and you do too. So if you're somebody like me with responsibilities, family, wife, and kids, and can still get into shape and maintain it, then you can definitely do it too. You just have to get a plan that's going to match your lifestyle, and not try to fit your lifestyle into some fitness goals that are not going to be realistic for you anyway. But one workout at a time, one meal at a time, one day at a time, just keep stacking those wins, and you'll be surprised at how your body looks in the months to come. So I appreciate you watching this video. I'll catch you on the next one.